just about set for football. Cody Parkey to do the honors, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Drake, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. They're playing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6-0 our score after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. 42 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it as we just saw there.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Flushed out right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
completion. Now it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Carr going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Round 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play fake. Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Raiders 16, Browns 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Finds a seam inside the 40, and finally taken down at the 34. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, a 9-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And he hits Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs.
And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well. And it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now here's Johnson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Browns 28.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Here comes Richard on the return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, my, how the
the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I knew it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them up.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?